Put the microphone down. Why they put my microphone on mute? All right. That's crazy. I don't know why YouTube just started my microphone on mute. Right. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Can you hear me? Test, test, test. Yeah, okay, cool, bro. Yeah, thanks. Good looking, man. Now I got to give that spiel all over again from scratch. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do that all over from scratch, man. I was over here talking to the fan, and you just put my microphone on mute for some weird reason. Good catch, man. Because now I have to know to look for that if they ever do it again, right? All right. So what I was saying. Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Um. Oh shit. Let's do it. I think I worked on something. Perfect. Let's see if it works, y'all.
Yo,
Let's see if
what
this
up?
works.
Hey, can you hear me? We good? Yeah. We good. Hey, man.
Yeah.
Look,
Yeah. What's going
tired
on with you, bro?
of huh?
Say what's going on with you, bro?
Hey, shit, bro. You didn't get me up, but I was already up, like looking at stuff, and then
Yeah.
like I just woke up, and all of a sudden I was like, oh damn, I saw the text. Let me get on with my boy. Yeah,
On these streams like that, I was like, well, you could jump in real quick, man. First and foremost, man, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, bro. You got plans? You staying at the crib?
yeah. Staying at the crib, dog. Like, I think my son got a track meet or something out here. Now, actually, you know what? We gonna go out to Virginia Beach for like a weekend or
Okay.
something like that. So we got family out
Okay.
there. And
Yeah.
should be fun.
Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. I'm gonna be staying at the crib, man. Me and my wife, and family staying here until Thursday. Then we're gonna head to Nebraska, where she's from, and have Christmas with her family, man. So like I was just talking about while I was on mute, man. It's just like about I understand the pressure it puts on parents,
Yeah,
mothers and fathers, and they feel like if they can't get their kid the latest this and that, something not an adequate parent, you know what I'm saying? So I've kind of been there personally where I couldn't get my kid the latest Tickle Me Elmo and stuff. And I feel
yeah.
like those things, man,
Yep.
appreciative of the family things I got, man. But since I got you on, big dog, man, let's talk about some Cowboy stuff while we're walking. So I
All right,
know what's
cool.
happened has happened, bro. This season's been up and down, bro. But what I was thinking about last night is that as bad as this season has really been, there has been some positives, man. So, bro, what are some positives that you think you've seen from this Dallas Cowboys team this season that we
Uh-huh.
can build on and really stack for next year?
Man, honestly, I've been saying this, bro, and I don't know if you've been catching it, but if Jerry and Mike and them just came out and said like you've been telling us the whole time that this year was a rebuild year and it's a year to get young. We saw it this way, and it's a way for us to get tougher and get guys experience for us to really shoot for next year or the year after. If the conversations were kind of like that, I think I would have looked at this team much differently. Instead of
Right.
calling them soft early and stuff like that, we
Right.
would have said this team is inexperienced and they're learning. And you know what I'm saying? I think I like some of the things I'm seeing. So the positives that I'm seeing now are the guys that we drafted, they're
Hmm.
growing up. And
Right.
the 2024 draft is really turning out to be a really good draft for us, a good little building block for us. And we also found the formula, bro. We
Right.
found the formula in which, we found it before, but then we went away from it. And
Right.
now we found the formula again in which we have to make ourselves a contender. That's just
Right.
the way we have to go. So,
Right. And I see, honestly, bro, good thing you brought that up, right? That's a good way of putting it is that I know a lot of people attacked me the other day for my dad comments and this and the Cooper Rush when that wasn't even the case. what I was trying to explain is exactly what you're trying to explain. I think we do have a formula to success. It's
Mhm.
work, and not just through this season or when Dak went down. Think about when Romo went down and we found Dak Prescott. You know what I'm saying? That formula works for the Dallas Cowboys. It worked when we won Super Bowls. You know what I'm saying? Like
I'll
Troy,
even take it one further, bro. It worked with Romo.
it worked with Romo. Right.
In 24, was it 2014? It worked with
Yeah,
Romo.
2014, the Dez Carter year. So
Yep.
it's worked. Traditionally, this formula has worked. The idea that the Dallas Cowboys quarterback, even though we've had two great ones back to back, have to be the hero is not the case. When we have a strong running game and a defense that's foundationally strong, that's been our blueprint for success throughout a long time. You can even go back to Tony Dorsett if you want to. You see what I'm saying? So
Yep.
it's like I think that's what I'm trying to say. I think that's what DMV. I know I talked to the boss. You know, that formula works for us, y'all. I know offense sells tickets, but when it comes to the Dallas Cowboys, we're gonna sell.
We gonna sell tickets, bro. Winning sells tickets.
That works for us. So it's like we need to get back to that. You know what I'm saying? We need to get back to that. Power football, big punishing offensive line, good defense, extremely talented running back. You know what I'm saying? And take the plays in the passing game and game because it's not exciting. But I'll say for myself, DNV, winning's exciting for me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Winning is I'll take some boring ass wins over what we experienced this season any day. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro. But also getting back to you also said you talked about the rookie class. So who were some kind of rookies where you felt like, all right, there's something there and we can build up off of that? I know Cooper Beebe is the main one for me. It's like, all right, we got one. But who were some others?
Man, Marshawn Nealon, bro. If you saw how powerful he was pushing the right tackle back yesterday,
Uh-huh.
look. I've been ready to move on from D Law anyway. Kind of. I thought D Law showed some flashes last year, but the power that this young guy shows, he got more power than D Law right now, bro.
Right.
And so you add a little bit to the toolbox there, some more experience, and Marshawn Nealon is going to be a hell of a player. He's going to be a hell of
Right.
a player.
Yeah.
And then it was somebody else because Marist.
Yeah.
Marist is going to be a really good player. So that's what I was saying. Those three, those three players, man, BB, Nealon, and Marist have made it to where Guyton is a plus. So when Guyton
Right.
comes around, we're going to look back at that draft because Guyton is going to come around. He's going
Right.
to come around. You know what I'm saying? Like he shows flashes of it. He just needed experience, or really and truly, he probably was drafted a little bit too high.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He probably was. I mean, even though that's where it told us his I guess that's where his pedigree was. Maybe
Hmm.
he's okay. I mean, it'll end up being all right. I think,
Right.
but the fact that Guyton is a plus is a really good thing for us. It's a really good
Right.
thing.
He's the added value, right? Because I mean, and that's what I was telling people at first. The trade back, Tyler Guyton, I was just kind of like, ugh, you know what I'm saying? But when you were able to parlay that with Cooper Beebe, I was like, oh, okay.
BB really the first rounder. If you
Right.
look at it that way,
He's the
fine.
first rounder. If you swap it and say, hey, we went Cooper Beebe in the first, Tyler, you know, early about Tyler Guyton, but it wasn't that I was out on the player. I was just out on the trajectory. Like I knew it was going to take some time for him to grow. I still think that I'm not going to, Matt let's go Tyler Guyton, and by any means. Like I feel like we're going to look up in 2 to 3 years and be like, okay, there it is. But when you're asking a right that's a huge ask. I mean, you look at other rookies who've gone after him, like Kingsley Samatea here in Kansas City. He not even starting. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of those back of the half draft guys, especially the tackle position, there's going to be a learning curve. So it's no knock to Tyler Guyton by any means. I still think he has tremendous upside. But we're gonna have to wait on this. That's more of a futuristic pick. But I agree. I think Cooper Beebe was a home run. I love Marshawn Nealon. Even prior to the injury, I'm like, okay, this kid has it. And here's the thing I'll say about D Law. I know that D Law was our anchor, he's our leader or whatnot. But what we got the opportunity to do right now is see how these young guys can lead without him. You know what I'm saying? We
Yeah.
we, we got different voices, and this defense is still flying around without the voice of DeMarcus Lawrence in house. So it'd be interesting to see. More than likely, I think they move on from him, but it's gonna be interesting to see how things shape out.
So I got a couple of things to say to what you just said. The reason I'm not mad at the Cowboys for trying to flip Guyton because they've done it before and it's worked multiple times.
Right.
They did it with Tyron Smith. They did it with Tyler Smith. They did it with Zach Martin. So they figured,
Right.
hey, this is something we're good at. So we're gonna try and do it again.
Right.
So at this point, Tuck, we're like, all right, dog, can we stop trying to flip tackles
Right.
into other positions and not playing them at the tackle position that they had been playing? All right. That's what we're saying. You know what I'm saying? Play the guys in the position that they've been playing. And then secondly, to your
It's the point, right? For Cooper Beebe, it worked. You know what I'm saying? Cooper Beebe, it worked.
yeah,
Cooper
true.
Beebe is right tackle, left guard, right guard. Never played center in his life
Yeah.
before. Okay, it's working now. Me personally, I still would like to see him at.
I like Hoffman at center a little better.
Like
Yeah,
he's
I'm
good
with you.
enough to play center forward.
I like
You know,
Hoffman at center and I like BB at guard.
right?
That's just me.
I would love to see BB. He can go out there and be nasty. So I would like to see it. Now, will the Cowboys do it? We don't know. Um, but yeah, I agree with you, bro. I think this rookie class it wasn't sexy or splashy. It was very, I don't know, foul.
Hey, and Flournoy might be good too, bro, because I see flashes of him. And I said this. He just don't get enough snaps. And I think if he got probably half the snaps that Jalen Tolbert's getting, and I
Right,
think he's a better player right now than Jalen Tolbert is, and that's
right,
crazy to say, but you could just see the little
right.
flashes.
Yeah, if you can see the size, the athleticism. Now, here's what I'll say is that him and Mingo is pretty much almost the same player. Like you take in the SEC version of Ryan Flo. You know what I'm saying? So they kind of do the same things. So it's like, how is that going to play out? Is Flo going to get his opportunity, or are they going to try to force feed Mingo, who's been in my bro? Has Mingo even gotten a catch here in Dallas? He's probably got like
Uh,
one or two.
I think he has 2 catches. The problem is though, it's not so much him. I said this yesterday. I was talking to you and Rome about this. Problem, it ain't necessarily him. I think you got to think Cooper Russian had years or camps or months to throw the ball to some of these guys, and most of the
Right,
guys he's throwing the ball to were guys he would throw to either in camp or they're backups. You know what I'm saying? At some point, they were backups, so
right,
he got a lot of reps with them.
right,
Mingo, he's been throwing the ball for what, about a month? You know what I'm saying? So
right.
he, I like his explosion. I like the way that he fires off the ball and he closes cushion. He be
Right.
open. It's not like
Yeah,
he don't be open, and it's not like
right,
the ball is really reaching his hands and he's just
right.
dropping it. You
Right.
know?
Yeah. And I'll go through and probably cut the film and see, like, okay, what is he actually looking at? How are they kind of utilizing him to kind of see? But I really feel like for my draft heads who want a wide receiver, I feel like that's what they're going to feed to us that they got Mingo in the four. So prepare yourself from that. My
Yeah.
guy Devin, good morning, bro. Cowboys need to fire the general manager. Man, that movement's gone, man. Everybody in the committee's gotten soft, man. All it takes was two little
Yeah,
funky ass
I
wins.
know. Yeah, fired and fire. Hey, dog, it's still fired the GM.
They still
It's
fired the
still
GM. I
fired the
haven't hit
GM,
on
bro.
yesterday, bro, but everyone's getting soft and oh, we're good. I saw someone post, hey, the Dallas Cowboys don't need no outside acquisition.
Hell no, we ain't
So,
good because we gonna bring back the coach. We gonna
that's
bring
what I'm
back the coach.
saying. That's what I'm saying, man. But it's like, Cowboys fans are getting complacent. And of course, they don't want Tuck to tell them the truth. Like, hey, nah, bro, we still got work to do. Like, don't let these few little wins, you know what I'm saying? Um, Jerry won't ever fire himself. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? We gotta do something. A change must come, man, because and that's what I was saying, right? I never want to say wins are meaningless, right? Because these guys are fighting for their jobs, fighting for their careers, fighting for the next opportunities. Uh, and so, but it's like I don't want that complacency. And I'm already sensitive to DMV, which scares me. Where it's like, oh, we fine, bro. We just had some injuries. You know what I'm saying? We'll be right back. You know what I'm
Fuck
saying?
no. Excuse my
Yeah.
French, guys. I know it's early, but you know what I'm saying? Like, hell no. Like, here,
Yeah.
Tuck,
Yeah.
here's the thing. I don't know if you caught it, but Jerry said it was his fault. He said it was his fault in this post game little presser thing that he do in
Oh,
the
okay. I
post
didn't,
game.
I didn't listen to it.
Yeah, he said it was his fault. So, dog, keep the movement going.
Yeah.
Hashtag fire the GM Jerry. Because
Right.
here's the thing. Yeah, you proud of the coaches because you want to bring them back because they're gonna be they're gonna be cheap
Right.
AF. They're gonna be
Right.
cheap. Dog,
Yeah.
like Ben Johnson gonna be $15 million. Look, I'm gonna bring this point up before you bring anything else up. All right. Jared Goff is playing the same formula that Cooper Rush is playing right now, right? Cool. Y'all like it? Y'all like what it looks like? Y'all like we could do a cheap version of that. No.
Right.
Just go get Ben Johnson and do this shit with Dak.
Uh-huh.
Do it with Dak.
Right. Who's more talented than Jared Goff? Let's keep it a buck. You see what I'm saying? But the Detroit Lions found once again a formula that works for them. You know, a lot of people criticize y'all took Gibbs, y'all took Gibbs, and then y'all went and moved up and took a linebacker. Whoa, whoa, whoa! My chart, and then you took a tight end. Whoa, 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 whoa!
My
Bro,
charts are blowing out. Yeah, like
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Dan Campbell said, I went to the grocery store for these three things and I got what I need and got up out of there. You see what I'm
hey,
saying?
oh my God, thank you for bringing that up, bro. Because guess what? A lot of those linemen that people are talking about,
Uh huh.
they were not when Dan Campbell was the head coach.
Right. Yeah. So he built it how he wanted to build it. He wanted to build it tough, dominant, physical, and have a quarterback that can go out there and just manage the game. You know, Jared, and that's what I'm saying. Jared Goff will win you a game here and there, but he ain't got to do it every week. And that's what we're talking about on the back channels on our chat. It's like, I'm tired of having to be Dak Prescott or bust. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be like, when we come on a live stream, like, man, Dak struggled yesterday, but shit, our running backs went crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
but we don't get that. It's like, damn, man, Dak couldn't
good
cut through.
point, bro.
You know, we don't get that opportunity. We don't get what Jalen Hurts gets when Saquon can just save him from a bad performance, or what Purdy gets where Christian McCaffrey can save him from a bad day at the offense. Dak has a bad day at the offense, we're going to get an L. You know what I'm saying? Unless the defense is getting pick sixes, fumble recoveries, we blocking punts. Like, it takes all of that for us to win. Versus if we had weapons, Dak can have a day off, but our run game is booming. You know, we don't
Yeah,
we don't have the capability to go 125, 2 touchdowns. You know what I'm saying? Like, we just don't have it right now. This is no slight to Rico. He's just not built that way, y'all. Which is
yeah,
okay. Which is okay. You know?
it is okay.
Yeah.
And bro, here's the crazy thing. Oh, you still could get two running backs in this draft that's better than Rico right now.
Right.
You don't need Rico to come back. I had to say that like low. You know, you don't need Rico to come back. You don't need it. Like you can still go and you can find a
You
veteran that's
can
better. I mean, you can go get a veteran that's better.
you can go get veterans better, bro. I mean, you could go get a Najee Harris or, you know, veteran for the low. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I'm not gonna say it because people are gonna. I would be fine with Amari Hampton and Dalvin.
Uh huh.
But well, I think they bring Rico back, like you said, bro. I think he'll be a value guy. They'll bring back. But like I said, I'm back. Neglect the running back class. There's way too many. There's way too many. If you neglect it again, I don't know, y'all. I don't know, y'all.
Yeah, bro. There might be when I say this, it's gonna sound crazy when I say this, guys. So I'm just giving you a disclaimer right now. There might be undrafted guys in this class that's better than Rico.
Oh yeah.
Like I still think Ollie. I
Oh yeah.
still think
It's gonna
Ollie's
be
better
tons,
than
bro.
Rico. And Ollie is slipped down a lot of
Oh,
boards.
right. I mean, you're gonna have Ollie Gordon. I mean, I think once again we'll see that run on these running backs. Yeah, there's going to be guys sitting down there, undrafted guys, right, that are available that you're going to be like, oh, I mean, this is nice. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. I'm saying the Cowboys didn't even pick up. They're there. Um, did the Jets release one of their running backs? Yeah, they released Israel Bonaconda. He went to San Francisco, and I think he's going to be starting because I think Isaac Guendo is going to be out. So
And guess what San
yeah. But
Francisco about to get? Guess what San Fran
yep,
about to get? They about to
yeah,
get Genty. We about to be hot,
they they
bro.
they, they gonna do it, bro.
Yeah.
They gonna do it. They're gonna do it. I feel like they would go power running back, you know, and get Genty, have Christian McCaffrey kind of be on his last little, you know what I'm saying, and then be ready to go, And people gonna say, why did they draft for running back? Oh, they gonna show you why. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they draft a running back because they believe in running the football. Like people don't understand.
Right,
All right. So I'll even say this about the Shanahan scheme. At one point, the Shanahan scheme had this: you could throw anybody at running back, but they didn't
right,
have their most success. Like I'm looking at the most success in the Shanahan scheme throughout all the coaches, throughout Mike, throughout Kyle, even McVay.
uh-huh,
Most of the success came, besides Terrell Davis, that came from first round backs. You talk about
right,
Gurley, you talk about Clinton Portis, you talk about Christian McCaffrey. The most
right,
success that they've had have been from those top pedigree backs. You know what I'm
right,
saying? So yeah, I don't even know if you had done the deep dive into that, but it's just
right,
the truth. Terrell Davis was an anomaly. Terrell Davis, that just don't happen, bro. That don't happen.
right. It doesn't happen. Right. It doesn't happen. And it makes your job a lot less harder, right? Of course, you can scheme these running backs. You can run zones. You can run counter. You can do all that, right? You have your zone scheme. But if you have someone out there that's a game changer, it just makes
It sure does.
a lot of people. I'm just like Tony Pollard made things easier when it comes to our run game. You know what I'm saying? Because there were simple things that Tony Pollard could do that would impact and change the game. You can hit him on a simple screen, right? Or a simple toss, and he can take it to the crib and hit his head on the goalpost, right?
Yeah,
Having those types of players changes everything. You have to scheme for it. You know what I'm
for
saying?
sure. Nah, that's real, bro.
Like I said, a lot of these guys out there, you're gonna be like, man, this is different. I mean, even if, like I said, even though Rico kind of struggled versus Tampa, we saw
Yeah, you did. You saw the 9 day
like your
difference.
heart almost, yeah, your heart almost skipped because you felt like one cut and crease, he was gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, like it's one of those things, right? Rico's a good back. Side dish, bro. That's like he's a side dish. Good side dish. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
mean,
yeah, so go ahead.
I was about to say, when we went down the list, Elton taking too damn long. But when you go
Uh-huh.
down the list of starting running backs and then their backups, like, bro, there might be 35 to 40 running backs that are better than Rico right now. And look,
Right.
bro, I don't want to do this though. I don't want to continue doing this to make it seem like it's sour grapes. I just have to point out the pedigree in the
Right.
position. I like Rico. I want Rico to run the bag up. I
Right.
personally am a fan of Rico. I'm a fan of his story. Like Rico's story would have been my story if I had made the NFL. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like
Right.
it would have been my story if I had became a starting running back at my
Right.
college. So
Right.
there is room for that. But when I
Right.
try and tell people, look, I could look across and see people like I played against Ray Rice, and I
Right.
looked and said, "Oh," and that's who I was in practice at scout team. I'm looking, I'm like, he
It's different.
different. He
Right.
different. I don't know where he built from. Like he built out of a lab or something. And some of it's genetic, dog. Some of it's genetic. Some of it's God given. But I look and I'm like, yeah, I'm not that, dog. Like, and that's just keeping it 100. I'm not that.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like the competitor in you wants to feel like, yeah, I'm just as equal. But there's just things that they can do that you just can't do. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
I'm sure if I play basketball versus LeBron, I feel like, yo, I can compete. I can hold him down. I can guard him. But there's things that he can do that I just can't do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to, like, case in point, right? Saquon, that reverse spin jump. I can't say, all right, Rico, you try that. Hell no. He's just not, you know what I'm saying? Those are just instincts. That's just God given ability. And those things add in. Doesn't mean you're not a good running back, but there's only certain people, there's only certain caliber athletes that can pull those types of things off. You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
So it's just a fact of the matter of it. Now, I want to pivot over, man, to our offensive line. Because our offensive line, I know I've been pissing people off on Twitter. Like, listen, y'all, I'm not saying we should draft Banks out of Texas. I'm just trying to prepare for y'all to hear
You
about it.
saying Dallas? You saying Dallas gonna do it? I
I
get it,
yeah,
bro.
I
Look,
would say
like I
they would
told
strongly
you, bro.
consider it.
The real one's gonna get it. The
Right.
real one's gonna get it the first time, and
Yeah.
the other real ones are gonna ask the questions. Tuck, why do you want to draft another line? They're gonna ask it sincerely. And they're gonna ask you questions. They ain't gonna just blast
Right.
you. You know what I'm saying? Like the real one's gonna get it.
Right. Yeah. Now you have your swing behind Terrence and Banks. You see what I'm saying? So I'm just giving y'all insight. If you have a premier left tackle fall to you at 13, fall to you at 14, we're like, okay, is he more developed at left tackle than Guyton? I would say yes. I would say 1,000% he is. You can go there as your left tackle. Now, Guyton could be your swing. And then whatever happens with Terrence after next season, I'm just thinking what the Cowboys think, but overall, man, like, do you feel like we have all the tools that we need with our offensive line, or is there still tweaking and adjustments and additions that we need to make?
I think we got all the tools that we need, dog. I think we got all the tools that we need, and
Yeah,
now we just need the scheme to go with it. Personally, because if you think
right.
about the depth that's not playing, Austin Richards is solid. You know, honestly, I'd re up on Chuma Doga again for cheap because
Right,
Chuma has been solid. You know what I'm saying? Chuma's
right.
been a good little placeholder until Guyton can start to get ready.
Mhm.
We talk about Bass. Bass is your swing guard. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I mean, to me, I think you go back with Terrence. You know what I'm
Uh-huh.
saying? You go back with Terrence another year because Terrence hasn't struggled. Terrence hasn't struggled the same to me with
See,
Hoffman.
see, so not only know about Hoffman next to him, but also this is why saying I broke down on Twitter, right? With Cooper Rush getting the ball out much quicker, like so. I'm not sure if you guys saw, right? 80% Cooper Rush's throws are less than 3 seconds, right? And I think it was like 65% or something. I can't remember. That was less than 2.5,
Yeah, yeah,
2.5.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So
So
what
he
you're saying is absolutely true. Yes.
yeah, so he is getting the ball out a whole lot quicker, which is helping Terrence still because you're not in pass pro for those long 5-step drops and saying for 5+ seconds, right? It's just coming out quick. Whether it's right or wrong, saying, like I was saying, Cooper Rush's footwork is off, it's a little clunky, right? But the ball is coming out, right? So it's like those little things that the Cowboys are doing has helped people like Terrence Steele. Like I was saying, that's what sparked my whole thought process the other day, bro. It's like, is Terrence even playing? I ain't heard his name in weeks. you
Yeah,
know,
yeah, 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 yeah. And also the reason that I wanted to say Hoffman, right, is not like so my infatuation with Hoffman, yeah, I like his nastiness, right? I like how nasty he finishes plays. I like how he fights. I like how everybody is pointing first down like him and stuff like right now.
Right.
I love all that stuff. But in the Carolina game, what I was able to see in the Carolina and the Bengals game when he jumped in that center, how incredibly smart the dude is, bro. Like you
Right.
can see him pointing out and doing all that stuff. And I think that's why he needs to play center.
Right.
But I think you can talk to the guys a little better. Like he's got a center mind. So he
Right.
talking to the center, you talking to the tackle. Um, I I didn't see the same. I didn't see the same with Zach Martin. And Zach
Right.
Martin's been next to him for years, bro.
Right.
4 years. You get what I'm saying? So
Right.
and keep in mind too, shit. I mean, to your point about Cooper Rush, Terrence Steele was the tackle when Cooper Rush played the last time in 2022. So you know, so I think it's a little bit of mix
So
of
it might.
everything. But I think to your
Right.
point, I think we have what we need at offensive line. Our offensive line is in a better place than a lot of places. We just got to kind of figure it out.
Right.
I think Ben Johnson could
Yeah.
come in here without line right now, and we could cook personally.
Right. Be perfectly fine. Right. And it's funny, like you mentioned about Hoffman, the nasty streak that he has, bro, because it's like when you think about it, Hoffman and BB have very similar traits. And so with having those two, they're interchangeable, right? Because you could swap one to center back to like if you were to put Cooper BB at right guard today, he would be perfectly fine, right? So you have those two interchangeable pieces that has a nasty streak. You know what I'm saying? Like we just haven't gotten to see Cooper BB's nasty streak yet because he's still thinking. You know what I'm saying? He's still trying to quarterback. But if you have someone who is a veteran that's naturally done it in Hoffman and say, all right, bro, you come over to the right side and you just go play and be physical. I think that would change the entire right side of our offensive line. And plus, we all know when it comes to Terrence, the run game has helped Terrence. Like we mentioned like earlier, when Cooper Rush was quarterback, we revved up the run game with Zeke and Pollard, right? As an offensive lineman, you better be firing off forward 30 snaps, 40 snaps a game than being back on your heels and pass pro. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I think my biggest frustration when it comes to Mike McCarthy is why can't you do that with Dak? You know what I'm saying? Why can't you do that with Dak, bro? Like, why did it take you Terrence Steele, damn near getting Dak's back, bro, for you to figure out, hey, let's try to get the ball out quicker. Let's chip a little bit on that side. Let's get the run game going. It was just like, you got it, bro. You be all right. You
Hey,
tough.
did you pay attention to the attention that Michael was getting in Tampa? Like
Yeah.
they will put like a tight end over there and a wing back or H
Right.
back or something. And I'm like, this Micah got to go through three people. Like it's crazy.
Bro.
It's
Yeah.
crazy some of the stuff that Micah had to go through. And I'm just thinking, why we can't do some of those same things? It's not like we using that extra guy to run the route. You know what I'm saying? It's not
Right.
like we using them correctly.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I agree, man. It's a situation where it's like it's almost like negligence. You know what I'm saying? Like it's almost like negligence where you knew Terrence Steele was struggling, but you would still put him out there on the island. You know, I'm like, why are we using two tight end sets right now a lot more than what we're using prior? You know, like you said, you could put Hunter Lukey over there in the wing and let him chip over it out. You know, so it's like you could do different things to help combat it, but it's just like, he's fine.
Hey, and you know what? We saw this like one time this year. They did all this cross training with Hunter Lipke at tight end, and never we used it against Baltimore, and it
Yeah,
worked.
yeah,
We
yeah.
never really did it again.
And that's and that and I used to blame Kellen for that, but now I'm like, it's you now, bro, because you don't see consistency. You'll see something that works, and then it vanishes from the playbooks. Like Hunter Lukey was not only a fullback, but he was also a running back, but he also played tight end in college. Like he has solid hands. He can catch in the backfield. Like when he gets his opportunity in the passing game, he can make things happen. Why
Yeah,
did that vanish? Why does
mhm.
that go away? You know?
Yeah,
And it's just like, why did it take Jack to tear his hamstring off the bone for you to figure out, oh, you know what? Maybe we should just get the ball in Devontae Turpin's hands and let him go be great. You know what I'm saying? Like, why now? Why now? And I think that's my biggest frustration when it comes to the season. But going back to what we originally talked about, bro, it's like the positives that you can build off of, hopefully, that we can start doing a lot of this stuff week one and maintain it throughout the course of the season.
Yeah. Yeah. Facts, bro. Facts. And speaking of week one, I think it's imperative too that these guys got to start playing the training camp. This whole veteran
Hold on, bro.
day.
Hold on, bro. Let me stop my treadmill real quick, bro. Because for all these people on Twitter, oh, these games matter. Every game matters right now, Tuck. You want to win. You want to go out there and compete. Now, tell me in the chat, what is more important to prepare for? The end of the season, the games that really don't matter when there's no playoffs, are getting your body and your mind and your physicality right in preseason. I'm with you, bro. I don't want to see no more sunflower seeds in preseason. Oh, preseason doesn't matter. Because right now, all we're playing our asses off in glorified preseason games right now.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you this. And I'm even talking about veteran days and stuff too, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I don't know. Like, I just feel like we start slow. We
Right.
always start slow because the guys aren't getting the reps. They're not getting their bodies calloused. And then I'm watching Kansas City, who has won three or been in how many championships in a row?
Yeah, three
Three in a row, right?
Yeah.
They've been in
Yeah.
3 in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm watching them. And no, it was 3 out of 4 years, I think. One of them years
Yeah.
they didn't
So
go,
yeah,
right?
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, the
Like,
Bengals went 1 year. But 3 out
okay.
of 4 years. And I'm watching Patrick Mahomes take preseason snaps, dog.
Right.
I'm
Right.
watching the best quarterback that I've ever seen take preseason snaps year after year after year.
After
I
year.
don't look, dog, like no disrespect. Patrick Mahomes has done more in 1 year than Dak Prescott has done in his career. You get what
Right.
I'm saying? And
Right.
watching him take preseason snaps.
Right.
So
Right.
there's no reason for Dak not to take preseason snaps. And
Right.
that's not a slight on Dak, but at the time I thought Dak might have been our best player on our team.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Started this year, maybe Dak was up. I don't think he is anymore. But
Right.
I'm just saying I'm watching their best player on the best team
Right.
play preseason snaps. And I'm
Right.
watching our best player not.
Mhm.
So
Yep.
hey.
Even and so because let's go back to what you said earlier, right? With our defense, it took them time to learn and grow and find their strides under Mike Zimmer. Well, in preseason, all the starters was on the sideline with their chains on eating sunflower seeds. So maybe, just maybe, if y'all would have been locked in preseason, then maybe you would have been getting moonwalked on by Derek Carr. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, bro, like I agree. Like, if you want to breed toughness and really want to be, this new mentality, stop giving too many days off. It's too relaxed, right? You got to go out there and play. If Tom Brady can play in the preseason, so can you, bro. You know what I'm
That
saying?
part.
I mean, hell,
That part.
I'm like, but it was everybody. Like, hell, even Jalen Tolbert didn't play preseason, bro.
Why didn't Zeke play preseason?
Why?
Why didn't
Right.
Zeke play preseason?
Right.
Like,
Why did so because what happened was from that mindset, Zeke was the starter. You know what I'm saying?
but what have we won for these
Right.
guys to get these breaks like this? Like
Right.
Kansas City has had deep playoff runs year after year after year. They like F rest, bro.
Right.
Continuity is more important than rest. We
Right.
got new people in here. We got
Right.
young people in here who are gonna play next to you that gotta understand what you see.
Right. Yeah. I 1000%, especially coming off the Green Bay loss, bro. There should be no level. But see, that's that comfort, right? And that's what I was talking about yesterday. Kansas City knows they can't get off to a slow start because one, they got Baltimore week one. You know what I'm saying? And then two, every game matters for them because they are trying to get the playoff home field advantage. You see what I'm saying? So they can't say, "Oh, we cool." If we start off 1-3, we'll bounce back. Jump off if you want to. We'll be all right. Like, nah, we're like, bro, we gotta hit the ground running, bro. Like, we got Baltimore coming to kill. And then we gotta turn around and play Buffalo. And then we gotta turn around and play.
Yeah, because every year they got a first place schedule, bro.
They got a first place schedule.
So I got to play Josh Allen every year. I got to play,
Right.
depending on, I might have to play. I might have to play Joe Burrow, or you know what I'm saying. Like I got to play
Right.
against. We got to play against the best quarterbacks every year, bro.
Right.
So
Yeah.
to your point, yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
no,
I can't. Yeah, we can't come here getting off us. We can't figure it out as we go. You know what I'm saying? Like they can't. They have to play with a sense of urgency. But for us, hey man, Jalen Tober, you can rest, bro. You know what I'm saying? Zeke, nah, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got it,
Or,
bro.
or I'll even say this, bro. I'll even say this. We love to talk about 2016, right? We love that, right? So, and I think their biggest fear is that Tony got hurt.
Right,
Tony got hurt in a preseason game, so they don't play Dak. But why was Dak good?
right.
Dak was good because Dak played every preseason game.
Preseason.
He
Right,
took a lot of preseason snaps, and Zeke took preseason snaps. You know what
right.
I'm saying? Those guys all took preseason snaps that year. Dez, hey dog, do y'all know what Dez used to do in practice?
Yeah,
Y'all know what Dez used to do in practice and training camp practice? Dez wasn't taking no days off. I can't tell
right,
you a time that I saw Dez say, I'm taking a veteran day.
right.
I don't remember it.
Nah, bro. Set the tone, bro. You set the tone. So it's like, yeah, you get to Detroit. They can have veteran days. You know what I'm saying? Kansas City, they can have veteran days. But what do you haven't done anything in over 30 years? Veterans days for what?
Yeah,
Veteran days for what, bro? You don't get no time off. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, you should be out. And here's what I'm saying. Those veteran days, our whole team's on IR. So obviously they're not resting their bodies properly. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you're taking care of your bodies properly on these veteran days. Nah, bro, you need to be locked and loaded at all times. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? And that's what I'm talking about, bro, when it comes to the culture and the sense of urgency. You know, it's
yeah,
it's just one of those things. Like you have to earn those types of things. You have to earn your leisures, as we always say. You know what I'm saying? But leisure's just being offered in Dallas, where it's like, you tired, bro. Take a rest. You know what I'm saying? Take a
yeah,
rest. Take a
yeah,
rest. You know?
yeah. I
So
just think that, and to your point, why like let's look at the grand scheme of things of why Kansas City has to win. Why do
right,
they need home field, bro? Think about this. Like,
right.
no, I'm gonna ask you a question, then I'm gonna answer it and see if you have the same answer. But why does Kansas City need home field? Why do they have
Because
to take every week serious?
because they have a true home field advantage. Like it changes, bro. Like I sent you and Rome the video, bro. Like from that Chargers game, the whole building is up going crazy. It's gonna be cold outside. People are gonna be going nuts. You can't hear your signals. Like it's electric in that building, and teams shrink under that pressure. I've seen it time after time where it's just like they get doing that tomahawk chop and teams just jump off sides or play with that. They know if I can get the playoffs at home in Kansas City, that shifts everything in my favor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everything in my favor.
So
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 yeah,
what does it do for them economically?
it builds up city, money's flowing in, everybody's coming in, ticket prices. You know, Kansas. I mean, it's electric around play. And here's my dumb ass sitting here, my Cowboy starter jacket. Let's go to the Chiefs game. I mean, I ain't going there. You know what I'm saying? But it's like the whole city shuts down when the Chiefs are playing, especially in the playoffs. You know, it's
Exactly. So
yeah,
that's kind of what my point. So my point was these these MFers gotta win. They
right,
gotta win to make money.
right,
We
yeah,
don't gotta win to make
no,
money.
no, not at
And
all.
you get what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
that's where you got to look at things like, okay, is winning the most important for us? And
yeah,
and for Kansas City, it absolutely is the most important. For
right,
Baltimore, it's important for them to win.
right,
And Pittsburgh, it's even in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is one of our most storied franchises. It's important for them to win.
right,
Green Bay, it's important for them to win. It's
right.
important for San Fran to win. It,
Buffalo,
yeah,
Buffalo, yeah,
yeah, you get what
you
I'm saying?
know,
Yeah, Buffalo especially. It's
right.
important for them to win. They can't afford to have what happened to us and expect to keep making money. Like people don't want to go to Buffalo to go to their damn stadium.
Right, yeah, no,
You know what I'm
no,
saying?
no
To
one's
watch
saying,
another team.
bro, hey, I'm gonna take me and my wife gonna take a trip to Buffalo. You know what I'm saying in December. Like, nah, bro. But I
Hell no.
guarantee you, if they get that home field advantage, people gonna be out there with snow shovels, bro. Out there and watch that team. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's like, I mean, hell, Jerry, bro, it's like people gonna come rain, sleet, or snow, win or lose. And he said that out of his own mouth. This isn't Tuck and DMV just making up stuff.
Yeah.
He said this out of his own mouth. It's bigger than football, and that's the problem. That's the problem.
Yeah.
A lot of people ain't play video games. It's just like Madden. Madden ain't got to make no adjustments because it was the only football game. You're gonna buy it regardless if you want to play some football. Like that's their mentality. Air Jordan sneakers, they can drop the same shoe. You're gonna get it regardless. People gonna stand in line regardless. You know what I'm saying? iPhone, all they gotta do is change a little camera here, change a little camera there. People gonna line around the block to get the iPhone. It's more about a business brand than the actual product. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And can you talk about what the season ticket situation is for you as far as like I don't know if you want to jump into specific, but
No, I don't.
you're proving like what you did with the season tickets. You know what I'm saying? Like proof is in the pudding as to why they don't
Yeah.
have to change.
Right, because so like case in point with my season tickets, right? So what happens? The renewal happens. So I got the renewal for the upcoming season, right? Now here's what I'll tell y'all: when we go to the playoffs, like last year, so most people last year they bought the package. So they bought three playoff tickets for home because there's a possibility you got three playoff games right home. Remember last year, right? So you can buy it as a package, right? So let's say you put $1,000 down for that package, okay? Well, let's say the first game is just 250, right? So boom, you got 250 for the Green Bay game. So that remaining $800 or whatever, right? You don't get that money back. It's not like Jerry says, "Damn, Tuck, my bad. We ain't got no more home games. Let me give you your money back off of that 1,000." No, 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 no. That 800 goes towards your renew for next season. You see what I'm saying? So it's automatically funded. So let's say, for instance, your deposit was $1,000 for the upcoming season. Well, now you only have to pay $200. So if you're in that situation, what are you gonna do, y'all? You're gonna renew your tickets. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah. Absolutely.
Like, because it's either that or so you have to. I mean, you're gonna renew your. Now this year will be a little bit difficult. So when Jerry was out there in Oxnard talking about season ticket renewals, that's why. You had no choice, bro. Now, me personally, I didn't buy the package because I got burnt the year before, 2 years. Whenever we did the San Fran thing, that's the San Fran home. I got cooked, right? And I was like, damn. I was like, okay, because transparent, mine was like $4,000, right? So I was like, I was gonna get my money back, bro.
Yeah.
What do you mean? You know what I'm saying? So once I got cooked like that, I was like, oh, hell no. I pay for mine now per game basis. So it's more expensive, but I'd rather just pay for it that way. You know what I'm saying? So,
It's not really it's not more expensive in the long run if you think about it, because if
right.
you lose, then
Then I'm good, right? So what if forever Green Bay, right? So let's say I paid, $800 for Green Bay. You know what I'm saying? I just paid $800 for Green Bay, but I wasn't out that deposit money that I would have paid if I'd have bought all three to four, all the way up to an NFC Championship game. You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
But so for me personally, when I got my tickets, I got the tickets in August or June, something like that, right? I told my mama like, "Yo, they ain't signing Dak. They ain't doing shit this off season. Let's dump it." You know what I'm saying? And so I sold all of my tickets back for a premium value and made triple of what I actually paid for. You see what I'm saying? Because
Yeah,
back
and
then,
that's the part that I wanted to get to. The
yeah,
actual investment of
yeah,
what it is to be a ticket holder in Dallas.
you're
You
right,
wouldn't be able to say in Buffalo, I got a friend in New York that's a season ticket holder. He
right,
can't sell them shits for nothing.
right,
Can't sell them
yeah,
for nothing, can't flip
yeah,
them. He got to go to them sorry ass games.
right. So I sold them in advance because I knew the excitement going into the season that people would still want to buy, right? So I sold. What was the first game? So New Orleans, right? I knew that was a big game. I sold. So I only been to two games. I've been to Baltimore and Houston this year. I sold everything else, right? and I made triple my profit back, right? So it was more like an investment, like a day trade almost, right? But yeah, so like let's say for instance, I didn't do that. I waited. Right now, I would be getting cooked because right now, those tickets are going for like $20. I mean, not my tickets, but like even though like one of my friends, y'all, he was in a suite for $221. $221. That little field suite in the behind the yeah,
Wow.
$221.
Was that a month? Was that the Monday night game?
Yeah, the last one we had. So who was that? Yeah, versus Tampa. Yeah, he was just there, right? So it was like one of those. So that's how bad the tickets had dropped. So I would have took a massive L if I would have waited. You see what I'm saying? So the only tickets I have left is Washington. But my mom is just gonna go for that. It's like I'm up. So I made money back on my investments, plus the parking passes as well. You see what I'm saying? So it's like the Cowboys think of things as a business. I had to start doing the same. You know what I'm saying? Like that's where I, saying, kind of came down to it. But yeah, bro, they don't have to win to get people in that building. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
You don't. So because when it comes to season tickets, not only do you have to buy the tickets, y'all, like buy the tickets for each game, you have to buy the seat licensing, right? So in my section, I had to buy the license of those two seats, which means I own those seats. And then I also had to buy the tickets on top of that for the game, right? So what the seat licensing help you with is like, say for instance, like the Cotton Bowl, right? So when that comes to Dallas, right, I can sell tickets for the Cotton Bowl ahead of time or purchase tickets ahead of time because I technically own those seats throughout the course of the year. See what I'm saying? So
Yep.
it's almost like an investment for me because I'll buy like concert tickets and shit, and I'll just sell them. You know what I'm saying? I'll sell them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, Kendrick Lamar coming to Dallas, bought tickets, flipped them. You know what I'm saying? So that's part of the business aspect of being a season ticket holder. So when people are like, "Oh, if you're gonna sell the Cowboys fans," when the hell with that, bro? Man, want to come up
You
there?
gotta make that money because guess what?
You know
Like
what
you
I'm saying?
said, the owner didn't set the tone. He set the tone. Guess what? He don't care if it's cowboy hats coming in there or if it's Steeler
105.3. He
hats
was
coming
like,
in there.
he even said, like, I think they were asking about the San Francisco fans coming in. He was like, this is how we built our stadium. We welcome all fans. Yeah, bro. If I'm fans,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, the fans coming to our game ain't gonna sit around, stand up and do shit anyways. I'm getting my bag,
Fact.
bro.
Fact. That part. That part. So yeah, man. Like I just wanted to bring that point up to say Kansas City got to win. They got to. Their football product
Right,
is the main attraction. Like for Jerry
right.
and them, the stadium is the main attraction. The the,
Mhm.
the, the facilities are the main attraction. You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much it, dog. They made money off the Jake Paul fight. They make money off of Taylor Swift coming in town. They make money off of anytime Errol Spence
Right,
want to fight there or whatever the hell it is, bro. Like
right.
you talking about
Yeah,
tripling your
bro.
investment.
So I went. So what? Jake Paul was Friday, and Houston was Monday, right? There was more people. That building was more sold out for the.
Damn.
I'm telling you, bro. Like it felt like I was because I know I go there a lot, right? It felt like I was a completely different stadium. It was so many people there for the Jake Paul fight. That was Friday, and they turned around and got the extra from the Monday Night Football game.
Yeah.
You know
I've
what
been
I'm
to a
saying?
conference there and the joint was full. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And it felt different than the football game. Felt
Yeah,
different.
because what they were also able to do is they had VIP around, ringside, right? So the field, normally where the game is, those were seats too, and they had walking access, and they had bars and waitresses, and that's why all the celebrities were down there on the field area around the ring. You know,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
and think about those ticket prices: 20,000, 30,000, VIP section, and all sorts of stuff, bro. Then you get rid of all that, tear it all down Monday night, right back, right,
Exactly.
right back. So it's just the machine that they built, man. Yeah, man, get those likes up, man. Appreciate everyone. Like I said, man,
Yeah.
happy Christmas Eve. My dog DMV's here rocking with me. I get my steps in. Got about
I'm
30
about to say,
more
dog,
minutes.
we might have to make this a thing, bro. We might have to make
Yeah,
this a thing because look, I already got to get up for the kids and all this stuff anyway when they go to school or all that type of stuff. Like,
Yeah.
shit, I had to make this a thing.
Yeah, bro. We'll figure it out. I might figure out. I know there's a way I can do it through or Restream, where I can connect your channel and everything. We can just do it, bro. Because one, it makes it easier. Because like I already went live for today, so I ain't got to sit back and do it this evening. And then two is like getting the exercise in, getting like 7,000, 8,000 steps, man. It makes it, man. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
yeah, bro. We can do it, bro. Because like early in the morning, just get out, man, and get it done. But I think like I said, for my focus, man, 2025, bro, I really just want to spend time talking to my community. I mean, you could probably attest to this, man, as content creators. We get time on Twitter, right? And we be in Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and all sorts of shit. It was just like, you know what? I really just want to talk to the people that really supported me from day one. You know what I'm saying? Because now
yeah,
it's just, I'm like, bro, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know y'all. You know what I'm saying? So, the communities that we built on YouTube, it's more like family. You know what I'm saying? So this gives me the opportunity to kind of just sit and talk to y'all. And I get so many people, you get the same thing. Hey, Tuck, what do you think about this draft pick? Or what do you think about this? Or what do you think about this? I'm like, bro, you could have just came to the live show and I talked for an hour and 30 minutes this morning.
facts, bro. Facts. Nah, you right about that. Yep, absolutely, bro.
Enjoy it, man, just talking to my people, bro. So we can definitely do this a whole lot more. I'm just trying to figure out how to work it on the fly, but now that I got it, know how to pipe you in and bring other people in, shit, it's a go now. So
Yeah, I actually saw that option of where you could stream with people. So
yeah.
yeah, it's actually
Oh, so like it's like this right directly to YouTube?
yeah. So I don't even know. Like I have to check, but this might even be streaming on my channel. I don't know.
Oh,
It could,
okay.
you know what I'm saying? Because I had to click when I went. It went through. I'll check and see, but I do
Oh, so
know
you
that
have to like
there's the
log
option.
in? You have to like log in or something like that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, so I don't know. It could be streaming. It might not be, but you know what I'm saying.
Uh,
If it is, like that'd be real dope. We can get a lot
right,
of work done.
right.
During the billionaire time. Getting up shoot like you get up at 4:30 every morning,
Yeah, I
right?
get about 4:30, depending, you know what I'm saying? So for most times, yeah, around 4. So I'm probably in here around 5, you know what I'm saying? Depends on how I'm moving. It starts to get cold out here in a little bit. It's good, but I have a heater over there I can always turn on, man. But because normally I'd come out here and lift, but when it's cold, like the bars be cold, and you know what I'm saying. So it's like now with this, I can just
Yeah,
go
I
hit.
saw you start going to the gym. I'm probably gonna try and hit the gym today, and then
Yeah,
get to the grocery store. I probably go to the grocery store first, then hit the gym.
yeah. 'Cause, like for me, bro, it's like I do so much at home, right? So I work from home, y'all know, you know what I'm saying? I do content from home. I'm watching film at home. My gym's at home. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I never really just leave the house and be amongst people unless I'm at a game or I'm traveling. So it's
Yeah,
like,
that's why I go to the gym. That's actually
yeah, so
why I
having a
go.
gym makes me get up, get out the house, you know what I'm saying? See some people, say, hey, how you going? Good morning, good afternoon, you know what I'm saying? Versus me kind of being like this little hermit crab stuck online all damn day. You know what I'm saying? And so it's
Yeah,
like, we got to make sure that we stick to reality sometimes because internet, we can do everything on the internet, everything on the internet, So it's
yep.
like, nah, nah. So yeah, bro. So interception. Now getting over to the defensive side of the ball, man. I want to talk about Mike Zimmer. What is your thoughts? I saw Boston maybe did a show on this last night, or maybe it was the night before, right? About Mike Zimmer's return. Do you feel like he's done enough to warrant a return, or is it? I don't want to say pouring syrup on shit, make calling it pancakes, but has he done enough to be like, all right, I think Coach Zim is the correct coach for the Cowboys, and I think he can lead this defense in the right direction.
Yeah, I think he's done enough as far as the building of the young guys in certain areas that we've really wanted to get good at. I think we're starting to get better at linebacker. I
Right,
think that we gave him the groceries at defensive tackle. I think that it could help, and I don't necessarily mean draft one either. I don't necessarily mean draft one early per se, like veterans or you know what I'm saying, actual guys that can really play the position that have been doing it for years. Like at first, I was like, get rid of Osa. Now I'm like, well, we didn't already done the work for somebody else. We might as well pay him.
right.
You know what I'm saying? We might as well pay him, and you know what I'm saying. He's seasoned enough, and then you go ahead and get another good veteran. Um, I think that I like Zim as a D coordinator, and I think that I want to build on what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
We be way better even with Overshown back. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
I like to keep building on what we're doing with Zim.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. Because one, I don't think there's other defensive coordinators out there, and I don't want three defensive coordinators in 3 years. But two, I think that this team has bought in when they could have folded. You see what I'm saying? Because they earlier on they could have been like, man, this ain't working, bro. Like I'm used to Dan Quinn. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I'm seeing the continuity with this defense starting to gel a little bit. You know, I'm starting to see him utilize different pieces from even Donovan Wilson last game. That making Jay Lou, which I told y'all, bet on Jay Lou because he's going to go crazy on the Zim's defense, right? So I'm seeing some of those people buy in, but most importantly, I've seen the connection between Zim and Micah, which is the most important. You know what I'm saying? So I know initially, you know what I'm saying, when Zim came out and said, I ain't talked to Micah yet. Hey, bro, that should have been the number one person you call. As soon as you sent for the job, yo, what's Micah's number? You know what I'm saying? So
He old school though, dog. Like the old school coaches don't like people gotta understand too. Zim has seen talent before, so
right,
it's
right.
like
Good
Zim
point.
has been around all pro people. So yeah, I'm with you. The reason that I decided to take this job is because of Micah. So that's
Uh-huh.
why I would talk to him.
Right,
But Zim is old school to the point where it's just like, bro, like it is what it is. Like you
right,
just a player to me.
right. Good point. Good point. So yeah. So overall, man, I I know people probably gonna kill me. They probably gonna click me for this, but I just think that the coaching staff has done enough to return. You know, and me personally,
They have.
yeah, they've done enough, right? And me personally, I wasn't a fan of firing the coaching staff unless he was going to upgrade it. You know what I'm saying? Like a massive upgrade, right? And I
Yeah.
just didn't see a coach out there that can be like, all right, that's it. Like that's the one. Like Bill Belichick would have been kind of cool story, you know what I'm saying? And then I like Vrabel, but can I say definitively Vrabel is a massive upgrade and gonna have instant impact? Like I don't want to tear what we have down now, go get a college coach or get a young coach, and we have to build this after 4 to 5 years. You see what I'm saying? So it's like I
The
think that might,
players buying in, right? The players
yeah,
buying in changed your mind on
right,
being okay with these guys coming back. Now,
right.
don't get me wrong. I still want Mike. I still kind of want Mike gone. I don't want
I
Mike
mean, I
Zimmer
mean, I,
gone.
I do with Mike McCarthy, bro, but I just don't have no other options. And I feel like that's what the Cowboys were. You know what I'm saying? Like, if this was a situation where, let's say Sean Payton was available, I'd be like, man, get his ass ASAP. Let's bring Sean Payton. You know what I'm saying? Like, if there was that type of coach available that I knew we could get, right? I know people talking about the Ben Johnsons or not, but it's just like, I know he's out the picture. I know Bobby Slowick's probably out the picture. Like, I don't know who would that be? And that scares me with the Cowboys. You know what I'm saying?
If
That's where
Ben Johnson wasn't out the picture, I'd
yeah,
want him because
yeah, oh,
the
1000%.
brand of football that we
Yeah, yeah,
want to
yeah.
play.
If Ben Johnson was available and the Cowboys were really going to do it, yeah, I'd have had Mike McCarthy shit already packed up. You see what I'm saying? But it's like, I just know who they are.
They
They're
ain't gonna
not.
spend the money.
They're
They
not
ain't
going
gonna
to spend
spend
the
the
money.
money.
You know what I'm saying? And the demands that Ben Johnson's already asking for, they're not going to do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that would scare me if they moved off of Mike McCarthy. Then that tosses into Kellens to fire. You know what I'm saying? That tosses, some of those people, Kingsbury into the mix. And it's like, I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Bro,
Yeah, people. I've heard people say John Gruden, and I had to shut that down yesterday. Like, all right, look at the total body of work. Uh,
right, right. Yeah, yeah.
McCarthy's a better coach than Gruden.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Even though they came up, and even though McCarthy came up under Gruden, bro, Gruden, no, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, that's a name, right? And I feel like there's just names out there, but I'm talking about true coaches that are out there. Like, let's say, for instance, right, if Dan Quinn was a defensive coordinator still, then yeah, Mike McCarthy needs to go and make Dan Quinn the head coach. Like, I would have been all over that. That would have been every J Tuck video. You know what I'm saying? Fire Mike McCarthy, make Dan Quinn the head coach, right?
Yeah,
But we don't have, you know what I'm saying? We don't have those options. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just one of those things, which I think is just, as Shador would say, perfect timing for Mike McCarthy, bro. You ain't got nobody to replace me with, bro.
here go the crazy thing. they could pay Mike McCarthy and re him up for $8 million a year, and he still would be one of the least the least paid
Right,
coaches in the
right,
league. They could double his salary. And here's the thing, bro. Last year, the revenue that the Cowboys made was $1 billion. So you mean to
right,
tell me you can't pay Ben Johnson $15 million a year to you get what I mean? Like you can't
right.
pay him 15 mil.
Nah, bro. Ben Johnson's coming in with demands once already. You know what I'm saying? He ain't even left Detroit. He's already putting it out there of what it's going to take. He's like, I want culture. I want this. I want that. You know
Cause
what
he
I'm
don't
saying?
gotta leave, bro. Cause you know what I'm saying. You ever been in the
We
position
don't.
where you love a job and it's like they gotta offer you a crazy bag or some crazy stipulations in order
Right,
for you to leave? I've been there. I've been there before in my
right.
career.
Right, he has the leverage. I mean, honestly, Detroit can put some extra incentives on it, and he can stay with Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Like, because honestly, if I'm Ben Johnson, bro, do you want the responsibility of being a head coach? We going to be an OC with all this talent. Nothing really falls on you until you get to the point where it's like, all right, I'm over it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and
Like,
then you got a head coach in Dan Campbell that will go for it on his own 20. So it don't matter what kind of play you call, bro. Like
yeah,
you fake fumble, dumb shit. You know what I'm
right,
saying? Like you know what I'm saying? You can experiment and just just do whatever you want to do and
right,
not have no repercussions. Just get all
right.
the rewards.
Right. And that's the thing, right? Let's say, for instance, you do something. Let's say, for instance, we're playing with the Cowboys. And all of a sudden, Ben Johnson's called some shit where Terrence Steele's going to throw a touchdown pass. And then Terrence Steele throws a pick six. Oh, now that shit's not cute no more. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
exactly. In Detroit, nobody gives a damn
Yeah.
because they so used to losing. And that's the thing, bro. Like they so used to losing, kind of like Buffalo. They so
Right.
used to losing that it's big fish, small pond syndrome.
Right.
You
Right. There's no pressure. You know what I'm saying? There's no pressure. There's no backlash. You don't have to deal with it. And I just feel like knowing what goes on with the culture of Dallas Cowboys, not too many coaches are built for it. And I feel like Mike McCarthy, even though, you know what I'm saying, he kind of suckered up a little bit this year, he knows how to keep his guard up and still bob and weave a little bit. You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
So it's like, I mean, I feel like Mike is there. You know, like I know people are going to throw a fit when he returns, but I don't think Jerry has. I just never saw a guy that Jerry really liked, where it's like, oh yeah, that's what I want.
So I'm gonna tell you how they're gonna spend it, Tuck, when they bring him back. They're gonna say we just didn't have the weaponry. We didn't have
Right,
the receivers and stuff this year.
right.
And they're gonna go out and they're gonna spend money in free agency. They're gonna draft that weapon that we want. They're gonna have everybody right back. They're gonna have everybody right back.
Yeah, and I feel like I know a lot of people talked about it in the draft. I do feel like this could be the toy draft, right? Because think about this, right? I was watching my guy Rio, salute to Rio, man, out there doing phenomenal work with the Commanders, right? He posted his draft clip of, when they drafted Jaden Daniels, and everybody was going crazy. Like, we haven't had that draft in a long time. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Since CD Lamb. We haven't
yeah,
had it
CD
since
Lamb,
CD
right?
Lamb, dog.
Right. So we haven't had one of those where it's like, oh my God, we did. It's just like, drafted Tyler Smith. You're like, all right, that's a good pick. You know, Molly Smith. I mean, I understand it.
Yeah.
Tyler got. Like it's been those types of drafts. But now I feel like they have the opportunity to go out there and you hear Ashton Genty out of like we would go crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Let's
We would go
go.
crazy. You know what I'm saying? Jerseys flying.
Yeah,
And
yeah. We haven't heard of it's over.
yeah,
It's
it's
over.
over.
We haven't heard that
Yeah,
in a
then
while.
that's when Jerry kind of fade to the back. It'd be like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Like, let me get up out of here because we made a splash. Like, I think the Cowboys this season, off season, needs splashes, man. Needs splashes, not little puddles, not ripple effects. I mean, a big ass boulder dumped in the lake where people are like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so think
Yeah.
about if you come out there with like Ashton Genty or we draft Genty, then we turn around and get Tej Johnson the second. Like that's gonna make everyone be like, all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, all
Yeah.
right,
Oh, so you high on Taz too now? You
oh, yeah,
high
I
on?
love Taz.
I love Taz,
Oh
bro.
yeah, I love Taz, man.
If I think Taz is our Luther Burden fallback plan.
Fallback, yeah. And see, that's the thing. Like, when we get to the, we got shit. It's December, right? We're gonna get to the combine and all that stuff. I think Tez will shoot up possibly, but I still think there's an opportunity to possibly get him in the second round. You know what I'm saying? Depending on where you fall, you might have to trade up. But like, yeah, what if he pulled that off, where it's like a Genty and then a Tez Johnson? You know what I'm saying? Then it's like that's that sit up in the chair. That's when Cowboys fans start talking shit to Eagles fans back on Twitter again, and be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, we need one of those, not just offensive guard out of University of Minnesota. It's like, all right. Oh yeah, this is gonna be our Zach Martin. It's like, all right, bro. Like,
Yeah, it's like,
I
come
get
on, dog.
it.
Like I don't know if you remember, but people hated the Zach Martin pick.
Yeah. Oh, I was.
I
Now
loved it.
this
I
is
I ran around.
this is before Jay Tuck was a draft wizard. I was kind of a casual fan, but I was Johnny Manziel, man. I was Johnny Manziel. I wanted a new quarterback in the sack because I feel like with Romo, I was tired of our season being if Romo goes down, our season's over. You know what I'm
We
saying?
in that boat now.
Yeah.
We
You
in
know what
that
I'm saying?
boat now.
Yeah. So I was just like, bro, I'm tired of that. So I was Manziel. I'm a Manziel guy, man. Suits Manziel. Actually Manziel was going to partner with us at Fanatics, man. It's gonna be part of the team. So it's Johnny Manziel, but like that's who I wanted. So when he drafted Zach Martin, I was kind of like, ah. But funny thing though, I like Brandon Cooks. I was a huge Brandon Cooks fan, back then. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, I think what that draft was like, was that the Manti Te'o draft? I'm trying to remember who was in that class. It was like something like Manti
Aaron
Te'o,
Donald was in that class because
Aaron Donald. Yeah,
my two guys that I wanted Aaron Donald or Zach Martin. I didn't care
yeah,
who else was in that joint.
yeah. So
Sammy Watkins might have been in that draft too. I think.
yeah, I'm trying to go back and look. But yeah, man. So it's like one of those things. So it's like I get it, but it's like, man, I want to splash, man. I was Team Texas at Detroit lost, not because of draft, but because the fire GM campaign. I knew winning games would soften that movement. Oh, Clebo, bro, you 1,000%, bro. You 1,000%, bro. Jerry didn't duck. He didn't bob. He didn't. He didn't bob and weave.
So it's actually crazy. Right now is not the time to do it. The time to do it when the season over. Like right
Yeah.
when the season over, we got to bring that shit back. We got to.
But see, the fans have softened up because, as they always say, right, winning cures all. So let's say, for instance, right, even if he doesn't play, let's say Hurts doesn't play, and we go out there and beat Philly, that's enough for Cowboys fans to be like, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? We beat Philly. We split with them, like, and they'll fade off into the off season, and they'll be back in Jerry's palms. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
we're gonna beat Philly, especially if Jalen Hurts don't play. If Jalen
Yeah,
Hurts don't play, we're gonna beat Philly.
that's yeah. And so it's like if we were to do that, then that's going to be enough to soften the blow. You know what I'm saying? And then we'll have to have the conversation about Cooper Rush, better than Dak, and this and that. You know what I'm saying? It'll be the same old carousel. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it let because Jerry was feeling the pressure where he was on every news network, local, national. Everybody was pointing the focus at Jerry Jones, but if he wins, kind of just clear that away. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, Clebo, I'm 1,000% with you. Now he gets to be comfortable. Now when Jerry can work his magic, he can sell you a little bit of this, put a little sprinkle on that. You know what I'm saying? When you start thinking, well, damn, if DeMarvin Overshown didn't go down, and damn, if Zach Martin didn't go down, and man, we would probably had that. We would have been right there.
Yeah, but we still can't forget the fact that our first round picks the last 2 years haven't done jack.
Right,
Like
right,
Mosley's getting better. They're getting better,
right,
but you don't have an impact from your first and your second round picks for years in a row, and
right.
that's why you're in the boat right now to where when your quarterback goes down, your team sucks.
Right. Right. Because you don't have that instant impact. Like that's what's going on in Philly, right? Even though it took the Georgia crew maybe a year, but they are all hitting.
They
Right.
all
Like,
Nolan Smith hitting now. That's
yeah,
who I wanted. I actually wanted
yeah,
Nolan Smith instead
yeah.
of Mozzie. I wanted
Right.
Nolan.
Yeah. Yeah. So it took them a little bit, but now you're seeing it. And then bang, you got Quignon. Then you got Cooper the Gene. So them draft picks are hitting. Like they, what I'm saying? They stacking up early versus us. It might be Maz's contract year where it's like, all right, there goes Maz. You know what I'm saying? Maz turned to a beast. You know what I'm saying? So it's like yeah, I want those guys where it's just like you can close your eyes, click a button. You know what I'm saying? Someone like T Mac, you can close your eyes, click a button, lose the burden, and be like, you're good. Genty, close your eyes, turn the car, and you're good. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I don't want a guy who's like, oh man, he's nice. He has some upside potential, and next thing, no, I want it. Load the clip right now. You know what I'm saying? Load the weapon right now and go get those guys. But we'll see, man. We'll see.
Look at Jamison Williams and Jameer Gibbs.
Right.
David Montgomery go down and they still scoring points.
Right.
Jamison Williams, they drafted him with a torn ACL, but dog, the
Right.
pedigree is there. You
The
know what I'm saying?
pedigree is there. Right. Right. You just knew. You just knew. I mean, even with Brock Bowers, I mean, even though he's stuck in Vegas, like you just knew. Like, bro, just close your eyes. The Jamar Chases. Close your. I mean, hell, look at us. Like City Lamb, you just knew.
Well,
Michael
Micah, you
Parsons.
knew. I mean,
Mike,
we was about to mess Micah up, to be
yeah,
honest.
we were about to mess it. We were about to mess it up,
We were
right?
about
But
to have him
Michael,
just play all ball and
Michael, we just knew. Ezekiel Elliott, we just knew. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, that was a close your eyes auto draft, and you get Zeke. You know what I'm saying? Like, there wasn't nothing that Jason Garrett had to do to get Zeke ready, and it didn't take Zeke, a few games to kind of get revved up. It was out the box ready. That should be the motto: out the box ready. You know what I'm
and
saying?
even with Zeke, they still brought in Alfred Morris.
Right,
They
right,
brought in Alfred Morris at one point for 2 years, and people forget McFadden was doing what Rico's doing right now, right?
right,
Even though
right,
McFadden had first round pedigree,
right,
but McFadden was doing what Rico's doing right now. We still had McFadden. We still brought in Alfred Morris, and we still drafted Zeke. And
right,
in that room, like that's the type of room that's what we're gonna have to do with that room this year. We're gonna have
right.
to do that.
That's a good ass point. I have to look up and see what was Alfred Morris's stats and McFadden's stats the year prior. Because I'm sure it's probably comparable to Rico's. You know what I'm saying? But because even me at that time, I wasn't a fan of the Zeke pick because of what you were saying. And of course, I wanted Jalen Ramsey, but it was like that's a close your eyes slam dunk pick.
Because
You
we ain't
know?
scoring no touchdowns. We weren't scoring touchdowns with
Right,
McFadden. We're in the
right.
same boat, bro.
Right.
Same boat.
And for Jason Garrett's standpoint, he realized, all right, what we was, like you said, in 2014, and then we lost to Marco Murray. All right, let's go get that back. You know what I'm saying? Let's go get that back. And you know what, bro? That's the video to go out there and do. And I probably might do it today. Is if you look at the Dallas Cowboys teams and when we had that dominant back, how our season went.
Yeah,
That's it. That's
that part. That we've never. I don't know that I can really remember a time. Maybe when Emmett was playing, where our back was one of the top 5 rushers in the league or something like that, and we had a back.
uh,
I don't think that.
right.
I don't think it's happened. Even when
Right.
Emmett would have a good year, I don't think top 5. Like, I'm not saying that. We got to go out there and get a dog, bro. Like, we got to get it. It
Right.
has to be a dog. It is what it is.
Right.
Like,
Right. Not a top 30 rusher. Not someone who can
not a
get
top
you.
10 rusher. We got to get a
Yeah.
dude, bro.
Right. Top three at least. You know what I'm saying? And what that does for our team. Because even if you go back to the 2017 season with the Zeke suspension, if Zeke didn't get suspended that game,
We probably was going to run the table that year. I'm gonna be honest with you. We probably was going to win. I think we would have won the whole thing. That's just me.
yeah. Yeah. So it's like, yeah. So you go back 2017, 2016, 2014, then you go back to Emmitt Smith, the court. Like when we had a leading rusher, our teams were different, right? So why do y'all? I'll ask y'all in the chat. Why do y'all not want that, right? Is it because he saw a colorful chart on Twitter, man? I apologize if you saw it,
Oh,
bro, but block the colorful charts. You know,
Tug,
bro.
I'm gonna tell you. Look, Jerry is a great psychologist, bro, and I hate. Look, Jerry, bro. Jerry probably hates me if he ever watches my stuff, dog. Because I know what he does, right?
Huh?
They want you to think that their deal with Herschel Walker and the building of the wall of Dallas is why the Dallas was winning championships. Nah,
Uh-huh.
it was because of Emmitt Smith, bro. Emmitt
Right.
Smith held out. We sucked. You brought him
Right.
back. He still won MVP, and we won the Super Bowl.
Right.
You get what I'm
Right.
saying? It's because of Emmitt Smith, who you drafted in the first round. You can still take credit for that. You can
Right.
take credit for Emmitt Smith. You can. But the
Right.
whole wall of Dallas thing, they got people thinking that, and because they're good at building the O-line,
Right.
because they are good at regenerating and building O-line, they want you to think that because O-line is cheaper.
Right.
It's cheaper to build the
Right.
O-line than it is to have the dude.
It's cheaper and they're easier to manage those personalities.
There you go.
Yeah. You know. Yeah. They're not. Oh, you're not gonna hear Cooper Beebe go on 105 through the fan and voice his frustrations with the offense. Like you're not gonna hear that. Like they stay in line. They don't talk much. You know. They're flexible. They're just blue collar guys that you can suppress and somber 10-year deal like Tyron Smith. My dog, Ron, what's going on with you, dog? What's going on with you, bro? So yeah, that's what they want, bro. That's what they want. They want those quiet offensive linemen. They're cheap that they can put in a box. You know what I'm saying? But nah, bro, you need a running back.
Receiver. They don't want to have multiple dogs out there because CeeDee Lamb is tough enough.
Right.
Dealing with CD is tough enough.
Right. Right. And see and that's why I want someone like a Luther Burden, bro. I want a wide receiver that really thinks he's better than CeeDee Lamb.
He said he almost hit that link. His ass need to hit that link. He talking about.
Yeah, I mean you could, bro. I'm not sure if we can do threes or not, bro. You can try and see if it works. Sure, it might work. You know what I'm saying? If you want to hit that link, bro, and jump in if you want to. I think it'll work. If not, we can set up the next ones for. I know it's Christmas tomorrow, right? But we set up future ones where I can just put the link in the group chat. If people want to jump in. But yeah, bro, I think that I think it's important, man, to go get that dog at the running back. And there's so many. There's like I would say probably because like last year's running back class was kind of different, right? You know what I'm saying? There were some guys in there, but it's kind of like, you know, saying like it wasn't like the Bijan Gibbs type thing, especially with Jonathan Brooks, you know what I'm saying? But it's like this year, bro, I think there's like 4 to 5 running backs that can be them. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's crazy because if you would have took it back last year, you still could draft a back this year.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. You could have. Like I said, because like you could have went and got like Isaiah Davis. Like you could have, because like even the dude out of Missouri, who is it? Connor, right? That we draft. No, Nick. Missouri.
Oh! I think you're right, Nathaniel something.
Yeah, I think it's nice P or something like that. Yeah. So it's like, bro, you could have got an improved version of that. You know what I'm saying? Because we were just turning like people like for people. I much rather them bench Zeke or move on from Zeke right now and just go with Deuce and let's see what we have with Deuce.
Why we ain't keep Royce Freeman? Because I think I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought Royce Freeman was a better back than Rico was.
And so that's the thing, bro. It's like I don't know because I wasn't at camp, and the last thing I want to do was like trust other people that were at camp that I really don't trust. You know what I'm saying? But it's like if I'm Zeke, you have me, Rico, and Roy. All right. So boom, you moved on from Royce. Okay, cool. That's me and Rico. Now I don't practice or play all preseason, so I'm good, right? And then week 1, I'm the starter. And then magically week 2, I just lose my job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so Zeke got in the end zone week 1. He had 40 yards. You know what I'm saying? So then he just lost his job. So people are like, why is Zeke pissed off? But you rightfully are pissed off because like you still don't know what the hell happened. You should have easily said, listen, we got Rico, we got Royce, we got you, Zeke, we got Deuce. Listen, it's open competition. May the best man win. Listen, if you want to be here in Dallas, everybody gonna play in preseason. You could have figured out who was your RB1 if you would have played all the people in preseason.
That part. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. But instead, what are they doing? Throwing 48 times with Trey Lance and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, bro, you could have had your running back competition already established week 1. And we would have did the right thing. Nah. Rico's RB1. You know what I'm saying? We would have knew. Okay, cool. It's clear as day.
That part. Because I didn't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't know that Rico was RB1 until probably the Atlanta game.
Right. Right. Yeah.
because we had one with because we're still 1-0 starting Zeke. No, we're one
Right.
to one. We're 1-1.
Right.
But we still had good showings with starting Zeke at the running back
Right.
spot. So
Right. Yeah.
I didn't know, and they didn't know. They can say
Right.
whatever they want to say. They didn't know that Rico was RB1 for real until Thanksgiving when
Right.
they gave him 20 carries. They can
Right.
say what they want to say. Mike said, all right. Mike decided during the year, okay, it's his job.
Right.
So people can
And
act
what
like they
and
knew.
what and what probably happened is that the Atlanta game, right? Where Zeke probably told Mike to go F himself. And he said, you know what, Rico's the RB1 now. You know what I'm saying? Because now all of a sudden Mike McCarthy's randomly started speaking out so highly about Rico and Rico this, Rico and that. Probably because Zeke probably cussed you out, bro. You know what I'm
Probably,
saying?
and you still only gave Rico 12 carries for 75 yards.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, like,
And
they
like
can
I
say
said,
whatever they
bro,
want to say.
and case in point, we hear all this Rico stuff, but when we got to the 1 yard line, you know what I'm saying, on Sunday
We
night,
still get to the 1 yard line and we can't give him the ball.
yeah, so they gave it to Zeke. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and you go back to game before, Rico really had 2 fumbles. We got, you know what I'm saying? So it's like there's still that. I mean, because I'm making him RB1 because I don't have no other options. You know,
Yeah.
that's what it is. It's the same boat, right? If you had, let's say you had Braylon Allen, right? You drafted Braylon Allen. Rico wouldn't be RB1 at all.
Rico, I don't think Rico would have been on the team.
Right. Right.
I don't think he would have been on the team, to be honest with you. Mm-hmm.
You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? Go get a guy who is RB1 because he's the most talented on the roster. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. When you're easily, yeah, Mike was pass happy last game. He had Trey Lance on 40 because we want to get Trey Lance reps. For what, bro? We got Trey Lance all those preseason throws, snaps, and reps to go to Cleveland. All them, you know, to get prepared to go to Cleveland. Saying that's crazy. When you could have been like, listen, we're not gonna throw the ball 40 times. Hey, we gonna give Rico 15, Zeke 15. You know,
Yep.
we really want to see how this thing sorts out. Go take it. Who's gonna be
Yep. Hey.
once again, y'all? Holiday. Be thankful for what you have, man. I'm thankful for my family, my health, my mental health, my job, my career. Y'all tuning in, the opportunities that I have, man. Just thankful for life, man. So I'll never take that for granted. My beautiful kids, all that stuff, man. DMV, you want to share what you're thankful for, bro, before we dip up out of here?
Yeah, bro. Definitely thankful for, thankful for my wife, my kids. Thankful for really just this year. Really 2024 was a year of like relationships, like solidifying what they are. And so I'm thankful for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm thankful for you in Rome, talking to you guys every day and building with you guys. Oh, my bad. Yeah, my bad. I was just saying, like, I'm thankful for the relationship of you and Rome. Thankful for the relationships outside of, you know what I'm saying, like that have solidified, just period. Like either, we've grown separate ways, or you know what I'm saying, we've come together. Thankful for
Right.
just I'm thankful for I'm religious. I'm thankful for God. I'm thankful for the lessons that I learn every day. You know what I'm saying? I'm thankful for the community too. Everybody that is tuning in, people that won't tune in, who will tune in later, people who have everybody who's clicked a like or a dislike or
Mhm.
whatnot, you know what I'm saying, that have shown support.
Mhm.
Even the dislike is support because you even watched it. So, I'm thankful for all of those things, man.
Yeah, man, exactly, man. So it's my dog Rome in the chat, man. Like I said, the brothership and the friendships that, because like a lot of people, like we talk about shit daily. It's not even Cowboys related, man. But it's like it helps to find solid people in this community because it's not easy, y'all. Like I'm gonna keep you a buck with y'all. Like ain't everybody your adversary, ain't anybody really rocking with you. Some people kind of, they're watching the plot. You know what I'm saying? But it's like to have genuine people who's doing the same thing that understands where you're coming from, and it's not about competition where we're trying to steal from each other. It's about collaboration, putting our ideas together and really support, man. Like I'm your biggest supporter, you're my biggest supporter, Roman's my biggest supporter. Like when we go out there and drop a video and that shit goes crazy, I'm just like, I'm probably more happy than y'all are. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Yeah.
generosity is what it's all about, man. As we're gonna continue to grow, continue to bring each other up, man. And that's what I'm saying. I'm definitely thankful for that, man. So like I said, once again, thankful for everybody watching right now. Like I said, have a safe, blessed, Merry Christmas. Think about the real reason for the season. It's not about as what you can get or what you're gonna get, it's about what you have. And yeah, man, I'll probably do another Christmas walk and talk tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Because my kids are older. They don't stay up for Santa and do all that stuff no more. So I'll probably be up late tonight playing some Call of Duty, busting some heads on NCAA football. But I'll probably get up, walk early. Because that's the thing about this is why I love getting up early, right? So it's like for me, it wasn't even about getting a jump start on my day, but it's like I'm up before my family gets up. So like when I'm up at 4 o'clock, like it's my time. Like nobody can ask me to do anything because everyone's still asleep. Like my job's not calling me, people's not calling me or any of that, man. I'm just kind of up doing my thing. Like my wife's just boom right there. My wife just texted me, so she's up. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like I'm back on her schedule, but it's like that's the one thing I really enjoy about getting up and early, man. Get things rocking. So I want everyone to stay safe. Subscribe to the channel. CFO Sports. Also subscribe to my dog, man, DMV Fanatic. He does incredible football content. Just dropped a breakdown on what's the differences between Mike McCarthy's offense with Dak and Cooper Rush, because it's something there. A lot of people don't understand it, but it's there. It's there. Like any
Yeah.
football mind can see, it's clear as day, right? So it's there. So really go out there and study if you want to learn the game, man. Y'all in the right spot, man. So everyone stay safe, stay blessed, stay encouraged. Go Cowboys. Merry Christmas. Peace.